Hello, guys. Once again, I welcome you all to Daily Trends on Pinax News. Of course, the only platform that will bring you what is trending here. And today, I'm here with the hottest just in town. Coming up in my updates, I have a veteran gospel singer, Chinedu Nwadike, has lost his life. We heard in the news that on the 27th of March 2022, this sudden demise happened at the hospital. Per the research that we've received so far shows clearly that he died of blood cancer. And with blood cancer or cancer, we know that currently in the news, a lot of celebrities have lost their lives to cancer, including Chadwick Aaron Boseman, who also risen from the fame of Black Panther. And also with Chinedu, we all know that he wasn't just a singer or a gospel musician, he was also part of the dancing crew of a lot of famous songs that are currently trending on social media. We heard that before his demise, he came on social media or went to some big people that he felt could come to his aid or help him out of his situation. But unfortunately, they all turned deaf ears to his plea, and so which led to his demise. According to the research, it shows that before he died of blood cancer, he was battling with his kidney. And so he went there for some surgery. And after the surgery, he was supposed to have been flown out of the country into another country where they had experts in order to secure his treatment to the blood cancer. But unfortunately, he didn't get the money because according to research, we know that from infancy or from his secondary cycle, all he does or what he do in his life is to dance for people. And that was how he come by his ends meet. And also we heard that he is married to Nwadike and had 3 children. So currently there is a widower and 3 kids that are mourning their loss. Also, he happens to be the assistant to the ex-governor Okorocha. And so all these people gathered around him couldn't help him in order to save his life. And so people that are crying or mourning, according to the people that are close to him or his friends, they have come out to say that his death shouldn't make anybody cry because when he was alive and needed help, nobody came to his aid. In fact, writing of letters, sending you messages on WhatsApp, even calling, and nobody responded to. So nobody should come and mourn him. Knowing singer Chinedu, he had a lot of hit tracks including God of Vengeance, Afo Ingozim, and Marry Me. I believe with these songs you will know who the gospel singer Chinedu is and how he lived his life. So today, this is the sad news coming from his desk. Moving on to other stories. The fast rising Nigerian singer Michael Adebayo Olanyinke, popularly known as Riga, is in the news. We know him to be part of the Johnson World Record label, and so he rose to fame in 2021. He started his musical career somewhere in 2020, but he became very popular when he released some of his albums or his album, which was trending on social media and happened to be the 39th on the 50th top chart when you go to America or any other platforms, which means he rose to fame very quickly because according to him, he says he had a very talented manager who is in the person of Charles Enebeli, popularly known as The Prince. So according to Ruga, he says the Prince has played a very important role in his life by making him very famous, helping him to also groom his talent, that today he will be able to stand in any pace and will be able to deliver his performance with no form of difficulties, that he does it with so much ease. He says we all know that anytime he's performing, there is always a black bandage on one of his eye, that is his left eye. And per the interview that he went on Max TV, he says that per what we are seeing, it doesn't mean that he is blind or he has a problem with the eye. But because the name Ruga itself means a gun or gunshot, it means that, you know, snipers, anytime they are going for a shoot, they always close one eye. And that is how come he always closed one of his eye, that is the left eye to be precise. But it doesn't mean he is sick or something. Also, not just that, He also closes the eye in remembrance of one particular important personality he didn't mention the name to us. And so, if we see somebody in the limelight or portraying a certain lifestyle, we have to go close to the person and know what actually or why the person is doing that. Also, he says that there are a lot of people that are in the show business and everybody's brand is different from each other. So he decided to use that also as his brand. Currently, we all heard that in the news he was having an event. And during that event, during his performance while on stage, there was this female who was part of the audience who came close to him and then had a touch or a feel of his manhood. And that immediately he stopped what he was doing, he stopped performing and left the stage. All he did was to look at the female and just leave. Well, this brought the attentions of netizens. And per the comments received so far, a lot of people are shading at the female, saying if it was to be the opposite by now, the police or everybody who was around would have arrested him because, according to them, they will call it a rape. But here lies the case: the lady has committed a sexual assault, but the guy decided to keep mute about it because he wanted to be a gentleman. Well, others too says if it was to be Burna Boy, by now the girl would have been in jail, or by now he would have beaten the girl so much that she will be in the hospital, on the hospital bed, and then will be receiving some treatment. So per the netizens, some as others are shading at the female, others too are praising him for being a gentleman, but they are saying that he should have taken a step further. At least if he wouldn't do anything physically, then he should involve the police in this, because somewhere or one day somebody will also do something extreme and that will cause another alarm. But we know him to be an Afrobeat singer and also a songwriter who he came into the limelight in 2021 after he signed a record deal with the Prince. So this is why I end today's update on what is happening from the camp of gospel musician Chinedu Nwadike and also the Nigerian singer Michael Adebayo Olanike, popularly known as Ruga. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. It's a bye for now.